love with me. I work too hard for my name to let a bitch put mud on me. So how can I trust you when all the rich niggas fuck you? Make you my baby, I love to. You was a dime, but I loved you. When I first banged you, that shit had me excited. Swimming in that pussy, girl, I swear it's nothing like it. I got plans to cut you off, I know that you won't like it. I knew that it would come to this, I seen it like a sight. Turned you to a savage. I won't forget you, you a bad bitch. I set you up so you could level up, but you was used to being average. Jumping on jets, you was caught up in the life. They gas you on Instagram, you caught up in the hype. A hoe gon' be a hoe, so ain't no use for no advice. When you cross me, you lost me, you can't let. Yeah. We in the championship. We was down 3-1. Yeah. Philly. Champions of the United States. Yeah. Turn me up, Cruz. Bombing on any of them niggas that want to smoke. Nigga, this a big boy phantom, this ain't a ghost. Had to take away from them niggas and then they toast. They ain't had no sympathy for me when I was broke. Amen, amen. Lord forgive me for all my sins. Took so many risks just to get a Benz. Pray for my niggas, all my friends. In the trenches, one with killers, we been getting it in. 32 shots in my new Glock. Niggas wanna hit me like I'm Tupac. Bad bitch fuck me in my Gucci tube socks. Remember when I spent my re-up on a ooh quack quote? Your favorite rapper, a mumble rapper. Walk up in this bitch, a bunch of killers and humble trappers. I can go to Hollywood to core in this jungle action. When niggas that'll smoke, you go and murder your brother. Whoa, big dog, nigga, I'm a big dog. Streets said they need that dope, they having withdrawals. I put on my yellow diamonds when I'm pissed off. I'm so rich that I can't even fuck a bitch raw. Whoa, do you know the feeling? Being agitated cause you gotta count a million. All this fucking money, I ain't got no time for chillin'. We took risks to live like this, do all that killing and drug dealing. You my nigga, I fuck with you, we gon' thug it out. Say it's beef, we going to war, nigga, let's slug it out. Be back when we at your door, blood in your fucking house. I heard your daddy was a rat, so you a fucking mouse, nigga. Pouring champagne cause all my niggas dead. They ain't in the graveyard, then they in the feds. I give a fuck if that crown heavy, put it on my head. Take it to the jeweler, bust it down before I wear it. Woo. Cause I'm a king just like Martin Luther. I ain't a hater, fuck my bitch, nigga, I salute you. I be flying jet and chopper like that shit was Uber. We finally made it out them trenches, nigga, hallelujah. Whoa. Ballin' like a hot boy. Diamond dancing on me more than Jeffrey Block, boy. I'm a boss, I don't wanna call the shots, boy. You a thotty, I won't cuff you like a cop, boy. No way. Ooh, I just cashed out. How the fuck you turn a bando to a glass house? How the fuck you get it to the form bail out? Got your favorite Instagram image with her ass out. Hey, make her touch her toes, make her touch her toes. Went up like a million off a couple shows. Trapping at the wall, dog, we just fucking hoes. And the love it at Chanel, they gon' sell their souls. Water through the gutter, I ain't never bold. You would think this Wheel of Fortune, how we selling hoes. Plug just caught, he got another load. He know I'ma get him sold. Lean off that bird. Young niggas still fucking all the better bitches on earth. When I'm off in them trenches, I'm a hot boy like Turk. Gunshot extension in that Glock, boy, that's work. You get pop, pussy, no twerk. Nigga, we tryna make that money machine break. Shoot it about that pen like it's teammate. Nigga, we used to trap it by the green gate. 80, baby, that could crack up in my DNA. Oh, scary hours. Walk outside and live, they gon' let confetti shower. You know what it was when you heard they let me out it. Living like a plug, nigga, I ain't selling powder, no way. Big bag, talk to Santa Claus. Got 3 hoes out that Molly Rip.
Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marsh. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
Hey, check 26. Zoom.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That's fine, yeah.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Adams has it complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
Here we go. 58. Jump out. Hey, check 26. Yeah, Liz.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Hey, check 26. Yeah, Liz. Hey, where are you going?
Rodgers now to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'd be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Crosby puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. Oh, eluding the tackle. And now running right through it. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st, they go right back to Howard. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, here we go.
This is Howard on second down, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
That's fine, yeah.
To throw is Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mike Daniels able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Gone! Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
They come out here in the eye. Trying to punch it in with Howard. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bears are in for 6.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now the Packers get set to go.
Hurry up. Jumbo! We are going.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Hey, take 26.
They go play action here on 1st down. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, check 26. Jumbo.
On first down, Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Hey, check 26.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Crosby puts it through, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Give to Howard. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Then the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. This is Howard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey adds the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And some room to work. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Let's go, come on.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Eddie Goldman breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gun! Now let's go! 319! 319!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Leopard! No. Check. Patriot!
Running with Howard. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
That's it, baby!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. Pressure comes and down he goes. Nick Perry in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Bears on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
3 down. Set! Green 39! Green 39!
On play action, they'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. And a big 32-yard play on third. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They run with Howard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Leopard.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw here. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up fourth down. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now it's Rodgers. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. The Packers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12.
Zoom. Yeah, Liz. Hold on, over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Keeps himself upright. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Four down. Check. 4 down. Yeah, Liz. Where y'all going? I'm coming after you.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They try again with Scarborough. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll run forward with Bo Scarborough. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
He'll get it up the middle, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Green 39. Hot. Hot.
They run. This is Scarborough. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.
Put diamonds in your face, and when they see me, they see you. Know they'll kill me in my hood, but I just keep on coming through. Still with it. The graveyard throwing a party for all the real niggas. They invited me, but shit, I got a meal ticket. And everybody want me to get out, we gotta deal with it. As I walk through the valley of the shadows of death, I did some things that I had to regret. I see some things I can never forget.
Used to be a dreamer, but you know I
My mama used to pray that shit, see me in jail. It's fucked up, she gotta see me in jail. On a visit with Lil Poppy, it hurt even though I seen it be well. They got a smoker with a kid in my cell. Damn, and even worse, my judge black don't wanna see me do well. It's either that or black people for sale. Gave me 2 to 4 years, like fuck your life. Meet me in hell and let it burn like Lucifer. You look even stupider trying to press them people in power with power abusing us. For $44 an hour, you coward, they using you. Was it self-hate that made you send me upstate? Just where the so-called real niggas sweeping up for cupcakes and extra phone time. If you ain't got no money, you ain't online.